My name is John Durno. I'm head of library systems at the University of Victoria Libraries. We're in the Historic Computing Lab in the lower level of the main library building, formerly known as the Obsolete Computing and Media Center. This place is a collection of historic computers. It's not a museum, it is a working lab, and it's an outgrowth of my interest in digital preservation research. There are approximately 50 or 60 computers. Most of them work. There are a few that I don't count as part of the collection that we're storing for spare parts, essentially. The earliest one is from the late 1960s, but the bulk of the collection dates from the late 70s through about 1999, the year 2000 or so. Essentially, the computers in the 1980s and 90s, and particularly in the 80s, what you saw was this great sort of Precambrian explosion of just sort of different ideas around hardware and software and what you could do with a computer.
Keeping up with the Commodore, 'cause the Commodore is keeping up with you.
This computer system is another example of innovation
to match the higher intelligence of the new Commodore 128.
Macintosh is here. The future is better than you expected.
The challenge with old computers is keeping them running, replacing the parts that need to be replaced, and I guess that leads into the other challenge as well. Some of these parts are getting increasingly difficult to find. So there is a kind of a quixotic aspect to running a lab like this. But at the same time, I think in the long run, everything's gone, right? So why not try to keep it around for as long as we can, and hopefully by the time that these things, finally give up the ghost, we will have developed really convincing kind of equivalents or reconstructions of them that will continue to function into the future, even if we have to just do that in software and the hardware ultimately goes away.